Hello and welcome to KDP with a Twist podcast. I'm Tammie Chrin, a self-publishing enthusiast, and I'm dedicated to helping you grow your business by adding a new twist to the KDP self-publishing world. I've been branding booklets for businesses since 2018. I'm the founder of KDP for B2B, which stands for Kindle Direct Publishing for Business to Business. We'll explore how to leverage your KDP self-publishing skills by helping businesses create branded booklets featuring their content. If you're interested in starting and growing your own KDP for B2B business, you've come to the right place. I'll introduce you to a few ways that you can get paid to help businesses create their own branded booklets without keywords or ads. Yes, that's right, without keywords or ads. This is what I call a triple win. The business elevates its brand, adds value to its customers, and stands out from their competition. You get paid a setup fee for each book created, plus you can make money for every book sold. And customers feel as though they have received a gift and something they will use and love. Join me every Tuesday as I will share some practical tips and advice on how you can get your own KDP for B2B adventure started. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome, my friends. Glad to have you here with me. Today, I'm going to talk about branding booklets for realtors. These are one of my favorite people to reach out to and start branding booklets for them. The reason I'm going to tell you the reasons why I like to reach out to them and why I think they are one of the best prospects for you for branding booklets. So let's dive in right now. If you don't know who I am, I'm Tammie Chrin. I am the host of KDP with a Twist. I have been branding booklets for businesses since 2018, and it has been a great way to make another income stream with your self-publishing skills. And I think it's a great way to serve the businesses and also make a recurring income from yourself. So let's dive into realtors. Realtors love branding and have marketing done for them. Now, I have been around many realtors, and they need to constantly up their game to brand themselves, to market themselves, get new prospects for themselves to sell more homes. And it could be for commercial buildings as well, but I'm just going to talk about homes right now. So when you're thinking about who do I reach out to, think of how many realtors you may know or someone you may know that knows a realtor. I think that I could name 10 off the top of my head just because there's so many out there. So let's dive in. So don't get like, who do I know? What do I know? Let's just stick with this. So realtors have a marketing budget. They usually do a lot of marketing to get their customers in the pipeline. I mean, how many things have we seen, whether it's a flyer in the mail or they are doing, a lot of times they're sending you information about homes that have sold in your neighborhood. They do all kinds of magnets. I get magnets sent to me about football teams, baseball seasons, and they, little magnets for your refrigerator about those seasons with their picture on it. So they have a marketing budget, and so you are able to get paid a setup fee and a reoccurring fee every time those booklets are sold. So they are a great prospect for that, because if you want to make money and a business doesn't have a lot of marketing, a marketing budget, it gets a lot harder to build that with them. But realtors usually have a great marketing budget, and so books for them work really well. They also always are needing to, reach out to prospects constantly. And like I said, they're always sending stuff out to people. I'm always, like I said, getting those refrigerator magnets. And those are great because they have their picture on them, their contact information, and it's a gift in a sense because it has the calendar of a sporting team in the area. So that seems to be a big popular one right now. But why not brand books? And it's kind of the same idea, but I find with these books, customers don't throw a book away. Now, how many times have you gotten a business card or a folder with a whole bunch of loose papers or something like that, and you're like, okay, I don't need this anymore, and you get rid of it? Well, with the booklets, people do not get rid of books. And so it's the same concept as what I'm talking about for the calendar. Is we're going to put a checklist inside, and There's going to be information inside about the realtor. And so if you're thinking, well, where would I get this information? The realtor usually has so much content about themselves, about the market, about what needs to, what's in the area. So you don't have to come up with the content. They usually have it already all laid out. So you would just take that and put it into a booklet form. So that's one thought. And so when you're getting ready to think about what type of booklets, I say there's two types that you can think of. One is the pre-sale. So this is the booklet that you would create for the realtor, and it would be the pre-sale. So getting the home ready to sell. So this would be something the realtor would give to a prospect customer, or maybe they already are their customer and they want to give them something like a checklist on how to get their home ready to sell. Whether it's, they need to do the garage sale. So like a time frame of, I'm going to do a garage sale. So I need to get everything organized for the garage sale. What does that look like? How do you set up a garage sale? That could be information in there. How to, paint, get your home painted, maybe have the windows washed, have the carpets cleaned. So all these little checklists for them as the customer of the realtor, it gives them, something to give a value as the realtor's giving value to their client. And it's a win-win for all, because now the owner of the home knows what to do to get their home ready to sell. And it helps the realtor because now they know that they have a checklist that they can go through and hopefully get all those things done. Now, the second book is when the home is sold. Now, a lot of times realtors will give gifts after the home is sold. They give a gift basket, usually of something. But why not have a booklet inside that gift basket, or just give it to them as a checklist, as a maintenance checklist to the home. So this would be a checklist again with the brand on the, branding of the realtor on the front or back, or however you want to set that up. And then on the interior would be a checklist on, every quarter you're going to have your batteries checked on your fire alarm, smoke detector, I should say. And, if it's going to be for winter, you're going to winterize your home. For summer, you're going to summarize. It's like all those checklist things that you need to do on your home maintenance. Well, if you set it up for every quarter, this is done, or every winter, fall, spring, and summer, this checklist is being pulled out 4 times a year. So if you set it up for 5 years, that person may be ready to sell their home, because most likely it's a 5-year turnaround seems to be the average time someone will sell their home. Whose book have they been pulling out every spring, summer, fall? That realtor. And that contact information is on the back of the book. That's where I usually put mine. So on the back of the book is that realtor's contact information, because maybe you remember the person's name. Maybe you go, oh yeah, that was Cindy. The realtor was named Cindy. What was their website? What company did they work for? What was the, phone number or whatever? So you can reach out and pull out that booklet, in which they pulled out so many times. There's the contact information. So that's what you're thinking about for branding these booklets for the realtors, is that you are setting it up so that that customer of theirs is pulling that booklet out all the time, or it has a purpose to be used. So that's why I think realtors are one of the best type of prospect for you to brand these booklets. The other thing is how many realtors are out there. And these are branded specifically for realtors. So even if it's one in the office, you could do it for, if there's 10 in the office, you could do it for the whole office, because it's specifically branded for that person. So you could just hit up one office and have 10 different booklets you could create. And I always like to say, get a setup fee, they'll pay you to set it up. And then you get a fee for every booklet that they purchase, because they don't want to do this. They are selling homes. They need someone to have these booklets. They just want to purchase them and be done. And as we all know, with self-publishing, we can make the changes if something changed, if they changed offices or whatever, their information has changed. They will be in contact with you and you can update that book very simply, but do charge a fee for that, because that is something that is a value, what you know and your knowledge of self-publishing is a lot of knowledge that you should not be giving away. Now, I'm not saying that I never give anything away. I do. But there's also a level of you should be getting paid for your skills. I always just want to touch on that because I think we always forget to, what we know, we don't think we are, it's so easy for us to do that we just think we should give it away for free. No, it's taking you time to get your self-publishing skills up to par, and it really does help them, and they're appreciative of everything that you do. So, realtors, go out, reach out to realtors. If this is your first time and you're kind of nervous about it, reach out, ask them questions about what do you give your prospect customers. Ask the realtors questions. They love to answer questions. What do you give away? Give away brochures. They have all these beautiful brochures, but a lot of times the papers are loose. Do they give out those magnet calendars? Could we add a booklet for them? What could that be in the booklet? Do they just ask them what kind of information do they give their clients and go from there? And I'm telling you, once you show them and talk to them about branding their booklets, they do light up and get excited. So I hope that gives you a little bit of information on prospecting realtors and why I think they're so great, because they're so appreciative of what you can do for them, and they don't even realize that they can have this done. Or they think it's out of reach. And so print on demand is a great service for a realtor. So go out and do that. I do have some templates on the checklist if you need a checklist template. I do have a one for getting your home ready to sell. So I have two types of templates for you for sale, and I'll put those in the show notes. I also have a course to accelerate this if you have more questions about how you set up branding booklets for businesses, and it's called KDP for B2B. I'll put that in the show notes as well. So there is a course to accelerate that and how to set everything up and get your business rolling. All right, I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me, and always subscribe. If you can tell your friends, that'd be great. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Love to hear from you. Give me the old thumbs up. Love to hear that. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and go out and prospect those realtors. Bye-bye. Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you know anybody else struggling with KDP and not making sales, or even having trouble with ads and keywords, please share KDP with a Twist podcast or have them subscribe to my YouTube channel. At KDP with a Twist podcast, I will be going over lots of strategies every Tuesday, and I'll be putting this information into small chunks, so it'll make it easier to digest. And then you can get started making money with KDP for B2B ASAP. For more information, go to my website. Make sure you get on the email list so you can stay in the loop with all things KDP. My website name is my name, Tammie Chrin. That's it, TammieChrin.com. TammieChrin.com. It'll also be in the transcripts below. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. And thank you for your time, and bye for now.